In a small village surrounded by a dense forest stood an old stone lighthouse. The locals said it had been built in the late 19th century, but had been abandoned long ago after one of the keepers mysteriously disappeared under unexplained circumstances. One day, a group of tourists arrived at the village, eager to explore the old lighthouse. They found it in a dilapidated state, overgrown with moss and surrounded by tangled branches. One of the tourists, named Dan, managed to unlock the door that had been sealed for years. Inside the lighthouse, it was dark and damp. They turned on their flashlights and began to explore. Everything seemed frozen in time. Dusty walls, old furniture, and abandoned items. But in one room, Dan noticed a strange plaque on the wall that read, "Do not open this door." His curiosity got the better of him, and despite the warning, he decided to open the door. Behind it was a narrow corridor leading down into the basement. Dan and a few of his friends, holding hands, started descending the steep stairs. At the bottom of the corridor, they discovered a small room dimly lit by a faint light. In the center of the room stood an old table with an ancient book lying on it, its pages worn and tattered. As if under some kind of hypnosis, Dan opened the book. On the first page, it was written, "He who reads this book shall invoke a curse." The tourists were frightened and tried to leave, but the corridor they had come through had vanished. Instead, they found themselves in an endless maze, where the walls shifted and whispered strange words. They heard a voice softly, yet insistently repeating, "You were not meant to come here." With every step, their fear grew, and they realized they could not escape. That night, villagers heard screams and noises coming from the lighthouse. When they went to investigate, they found only the empty book on the old table. Some say that sometimes at night, you can see darkness from the lighthouse windows, as if someone is trying to get out, and hear the whispers of those who broke the curse and became part of the lighthouse's torment.